Much needed road repairs are coming to Scottsbluff County. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, those heading out to Lake Minnetonka later this year will eventually find some smoother travel, as the Scottsbluff County Roads Department will be performing some road work on Stonegate Road. Interim Road Superintendent Steve Baird told county commissioners this week that a portion of that roadway is part of this summer's chip seal program.
Folks from Simons, we're going to go in there and mill an inch off from the south side of the dam, which is County Road G, going south 2 miles because it's so broken up. Then we'll go in and do what's called a double chip seal on it and see if that doesn't help smooth that up.
The work won't take place until the end of July or early August, and Baird said if the budget allows, the process could be extended another 2 miles to the intersection with Highland Road. Old Oregon Trail and parts of Stiegel Road are also part of this year's chip sealing program, and Baird said depending on the results of the process used on Stonegate, it could be used on more of Stiegel Road in the future. Well, a 36-year-old Gering man is being held on a $500,000 bond following a child sexual assault investigation. Jordan Long is charged with 5 counts of first-degree sexual assault of a child stemming from an investigation by Gering police. Court records say the juvenile victim told forensic investigators that the assaults began when she was 4 years old. Police contacted Long on Saturday, and he did not want to provide a statement. He was subsequently arrested and booked into the Scottsbluff County Detention Center. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We all have hard days at work. This is what champion bullfighter Dusty Tuckness does for a living. Now this is a tough day at work. When Dusty comes home, he likes things quiet. Windows and patio doors from Renewal by Andersen not only make things quiet, they cut your energy bills and add to the value of your home. No matter what you do for a living, Renewal by Andersen windows and patio doors, because coming home should always feel this good.
Welcome back. Inflation and rising gas prices are making their effects known. During this week's Scottsbluff City Council meeting, Interim City Manager Kevin Spencer provided the board an update on the May financials. He said all in all, everything was pretty status quo, with the exception of fuel expenditures.
Just for example, the police department, we're usually 4,000 to 4,500. We're at almost 7,000. So we're looking at that really close. But everything else is in order.
City Finance Director Liz Lutzenheiser says the city is still in solid financial shape despite the nearly 100% increase in gas costs. On the statewide level, Governor Pete Ricketts spoke out against federal energy policies that have led to rampant inflation and record-high gas prices. Yesterday, he said the Biden administration has put the agenda of environmentalists before the needs of the American people. Ricketts says those energy policies have caused historic inflation and record-high gas prices, and Biden needs to reverse course immediately to prevent further harm. The governor suggested that Biden reinstates the Keystone XL pipeline, expedite oil and gas leases on federal lands, and prioritize U.S. ethanol production. And a group is continuing to collect signatures for 2 complementary petitions to place the issue of medical marijuana on the November ballot. One of the leaders of the effort, State Senator Anna Wishart of Lincoln, provided an update yesterday on the status of the drive, saying 110,000 signatures are needed on each of the petitions. Earlier in the campaign, she said the petition drive needed roughly 87,000 signatures by July 7th to qualify for the ballot. Wishart says there are over 100 locations in the state where people can sign these petitions. Well, still to come, a busy weekend planned. We'll showcase what's happening on your Thursday community calendar right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, we're going to deal with another quiet evening across the area tonight. Partly cloudy skies, warm this evening, and temperatures fall then into the 60s and a few upper 50s overnight. It's going to be a mild night, not quite as hot tomorrow, still pretty warm though, but some scattered storms are going to develop, especially in the afternoon tomorrow, and that'll usher in cooler temperatures for the weekend as this cold front comes through. Temps are going to warm up again next week, though, here across the region. As we look at yesterday, we hit 93. Our morning low was 52. We had nothing in the rain gauge. We're now knocking on the door of 3 inches below normal for the year, and we'll be under 3 inches below normal after we wrap up today. Well, that is causing issues here, concerns with the latest drought monitor. We do see, this is last week's drought monitor. New drought monitor released today shows an expansion of some of those drought conditions, the severe drought conditions in portions of western Nebraska, as we continue to see some of those areas, again, producing some of the drought conditions. Again, most of the panhandle now under a moderate to severe drought, all of southeastern Wyoming in severe drought conditions, and then the extreme drought conditions there, as you can see in portions of southwest Nebraska. Currently, temperatures are in the 90s across most of our region. A few upper 80s snuck in out there. Otherwise, we're in the low, mid, even some upper 90s, and winds out of the east, northeast, or northwest at times, under 15. Gusts occasionally up to 20. It's light winds here for the most part. Severe weather threat tonight to our south and east. We do have severe thunderstorm watches out for portions of southeastern Nebraska. That's where the thunderstorm activity is going to be in south central into portions of southeast Nebraska, as well as far northern portions of Nebraska into portions of South Dakota and Minnesota. Now, tomorrow, we do have a marginal risk of severe storms in our area, and then a slight risk as you go further to the east. I think the primary severe weather threat tomorrow is going to be winds. Damaging winds from these thunderstorms, I think, are what we're going to see primarily here across the area. And it does look like conditions going to slide off to the south of us for Saturday. So Futurecast tonight is pretty quiet. A few thunderstorms try to come off the high country. They won't make it very far. Will be mainly clear overnight, and temperatures that are going to fall down into the low 60s for most of us, a few areas in the upper 50s. Now, tomorrow, we start the day with quite a bit of sun. We bring in just a few clouds late in the morning hours. Then by early afternoon, we develop some thunderstorms across the region. There'll be early thunderstorms. I think they'll be out of the area by 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, and leave us with a mostly clear overnight, or quiet overnight anyway. And highs tomorrow back into the 80s and 90s for most of us as another warm day before we get behind that frontal system and drops our temperatures down significantly. Precip anywhere from a trace to an inch possible, depending on if you get under some heavier storms tomorrow. It looks like 62 tonight for a low with partly cloudy skies. We'll see afternoon thunderstorms developing. Some of those could have gusty winds. 93 your high. And then as we look at our 7-day forecast, we clear out a little bit starting on Saturday, but look at both Saturday and Sunday. The weekend has highs only in the upper 70s. We'll quickly jump back into the 90s for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, with some late day storms again by Thursday possible. But can't rule out some showers and storms really any day over the next 7 days.
The 5055E from John Deere features the value of choice with a cab or open station, two-wheel drive or mechanical front-wheel drive, and transmission options. In addition to easy-to-use controls and loader compatibility, all of this is backed with a 5-year powertrain warranty. The only thing easier than owning a 5E is operating one. See your John Deere dealer for details.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance. Developing solutions, delivering success.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
The Skyview Drive-In is a new take on an old theme. It's the perfect place to see beautiful sunsets and films that the whole family can enjoy. The historic Midwest Theater has been bringing us together for a long time. The Skyview Drive-In is another part of the Midwest Theater's commitment to this community. The Midwest Theater and Skyview Drive-In Theater. It doesn't matter how you get there, just get there.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Finally tonight, the Safe Ride Oregon Trail Days project turns 10 years old this year. A volunteer-fueled designated driving service which was created as a means of keeping people and the Gehring Street safe during the Friday and Saturday of Oregon Trail Days. Safe Ride OTD is seeking this year's pool of volunteer drivers to offer members of the public safe rides home from Oregon Trail Days events using their own car, and organizer Lisa Betts Marquez says fuel costs have been taken care of by generous donors.
And thank goodness Jim and Nancy Kerr stood forward and offered some support, and that was an encouragement to me. And then some other anonymous donors stepped up, and so I'm very pleased to say that there is absolutely no reason why a driver should not volunteer their time, because the gas is going to be supported with volunteer donations.
Interested volunteer drivers should try to attend an informational meeting tonight at 6 p.m. at Monument Inn & Suites to learn more about the project. And if you're interested but unable to attend tonight's meeting, please contact driver organizer Brandon Fordyce at area code 308-225-0662. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.